Hi, this is Lisa Somerville for Divinity Designs. Today I'm here to share with you the release for January 2024. This month we are releasing one custom die, two paper pads, the Heart Box with Layers die set is a set of 6 dies. And here you can see two completed heart boxes. You can also use the hearts from the Heart Box with Layer die sets to embellish your cards. You have 5 different heart dies and the heart box side. And here you can see those dies. You can see that I did write on a few of the dies so that I can easily tell which dies to die cut from cardstock or pattern paper. We have the inside layer, the bottom, and the inside heart. And we also have a scallop die and the inset die. This die here is going to be the side for the heart box. You can see on 3 of my hearts, I did write the name of the die on the hearts. The inside layer, the bottom, and the inside. Here we have the decorative outer layer. You'll die cut and emboss this die following the directions for your die cutting machine. Embossing the die will bring out the details of the die. Here we have the inset die. Please note that the inset die does not have outside border cut lines. The inset dies are designed to cut a pattern into your cardstock. Here you have the decorative outer layer and the inset die. Here's the heart box base, the inside for the box bottom. It can also be used as a layering die. And here we have the inside layer. Shown here is the decorative outer layer, the heart box base, the inside box bottom, and the inside layer. And shown here we have the decorative outer layer, the heart box base, and the inset die. Again, in addition to using this die set to create the heart box, you can also use these dies to embellish your card. The Heart Box with Layers die set also coordinates with our Ornate Hearts die set. This is a set of 6. Here are a few of the die cut and embossed hearts from the Ornate Hearts die set. And here you can see some of these dies die cut and embossed from both die sets and layered together. As you can see, there are many different combinations that you can achieve using both of these die sets. Before we create a heart box using the Heart Box with Layers die set, let's take a closer look at some of the heart dies found on this die set. If we die cut and emboss these two dies together, we're going to end up with the heart die cut that you see here. If you use the bottom heart along with the inset, you can die cut and emboss those two dies together. That'll give you this die cut piece here. You die cut and emboss the scallop with the inside layer. That's going to give you this frame here. That will enable you to create shaker elements that you can use to embellish your cards. You can also use the heart dies to create openings in your cards. And again, you can use those dies along with the Ornate Hearts die set. Now I'm going to share with you a tutorial to show you just how easy it is to create a heart box using the Heart Box with Layers die set. For this particular tutorial, I have 2 heart box sides, I have 2 heart box bases, and we're also going to use a decorative die that's going to cover both the top and the bottom of the heart box. You die cut the heart box side, it's going to die cut and score for you. The light purple lines are your score lines. To help reinforce my score lines, I did use a score buddy. You're going to go ahead and fold on all the score lines. You can then use your favorite adhesive to add adhesive to the tab and adhere the heart box side together. You're going to repeat that process with both heart box sides. Now that we have the heart box sides adhered together, we're going to adhere those to the heart box base. I started out by adding Barely Art Craft glue to the tabs on the heart box side. That heart inside of the heart box side, making sure that the point of the heart is in the point of the heart box side. Then I can press down to adhere the heart base to the tabs on the heart box side. Once that part of your heart box is dry, you can finish adding adhesive to the remaining tabs. Then you can push in on that point and adhere the tabs to the back side of the hearts. Repeat that process with the other heart box side and the heart box base so that you have two hearts. Here you can see the inside and here you can see the back. If desired, you can adhere another die cut to the inside of the heart box, and then you could adhere the larger scallop heart as the base, or you could add our ornate hearts. The two die cut and assembled hearts will then fit together to form your heart box. Then you can further embellish your heart box with layers die set using additional Divinity Designs products. We have 2 paper die duos and 2 refill paper pads in our January 2024 release. The Valentine Gnomes 1 Paper Die Duo contains 12 Valentine Gnome papers, 2 sheets per paper, and 1 coordinating Valentine Gnome die set. The dies for the Paper Die Duos are always found on the back of the packaging. And here you can see the papers in the Valentine Gnomes 1 Paper Die Duo set. And here's the Valentine Gnomes Refill Paper Pad. It coordinates with the die from the Valentine Gnomes 1 Paper Die Duo set. The Valentine Gnomes 1 refilled paper pad contains 12 Valentine Gnome papers, 2 sheets per design. Please note that the die needed to die cut these pre-printed gnomes is only available in the Valentine Gnomes Paper Die Duo set. The other Paper Die Duo, Valentine Gnomes 2 Paper Die Duo. This contains 12 Valentine Gnome papers, 2 sheets per paper, and 1 coordinating Valentine Gnome die set. And here are the papers in the Valentine Gnomes 2 Paper Die Duo. And here we have the refill pad, Valentine Gnomes 2 Refill Paper Pad. Please note that the die needed to die cut these pre-printed gnomes is only available in the Valentine Gnomes 2 Paper Die Duo set. The Valentine Gnomes 2 Refill Paper Pad contains 12 Valentine Gnome papers, 2 sheets per paper. To die cut the pre-printed gnomes from the Paper Die Duos, you'll simply center that die over the pre-printed images, aligning the die within the border around the pre-printed images. Then you use removable tape to hold that die in place and die cut following the directions for your die cutting machine. That will leave you with the pre-printed die cut gnomes that you can use to embellish your cards, scrapbook pages, or home decor projects. And here's a few samples that I've created using the Valentine Gnomes 1 Paper Die Duo along with additional Divinity Designs products. In here I have some quick and easy Valentine cards using the Valentine Gnomes 1 Paper Die Duo along with additional Divinity Designs products. To make the cards and envelope, I also use the gift tag and envelope die set. Using the Valentine Gnomes 2 Paper Die Duo along with additional Divinity Designs products. Here we have our Festive Favors die set. And again, a gift tag and envelope created using our gift tag and envelope die set along with additional Divinity Designs products. Next, we have 2 different card fronts, the Rose A2 card fronts and the Floral gift tag card fronts. The Rose A2 card fronts contain 32 designer papers, 8 sheets of each design. This coordinates with the A2 portrait and landscape card base with layered die sets. The card fronts can be die cut using the layering die. Our A2 portrait card base with layer die set contains 2 dies. This die will die cut and score your cardstock to create an A2 size card base 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2. The layer die is 4 by 5 1/4. The A2 landscape card base with layer die set contains 2 dies. This die will cut and score your cardstock to create an A2 size card base 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. The layer die is 4 by 5 1/4. Let's take a close look at the papers found in the Rose A2 card fronts. Again, there's 32 designer papers, 8 sheets of each design. Again, to die cut these papers, you're going to use the layer die from either the A2 portrait card base with layer die set or the A2 landscape card base with layer die set. You'll simply center the die over the pre-printed image, then die cut and emboss following the directions for your die cutting machine. Embossing this die will help bring out the details of the die. Here you can see that panel was die cut and embossed using the layering die, and here it is layered on top of the card base. To add a pop of color between the layer panel and the base card, you can use our matting rectangle. And again, here you can see one of the Rose A2 card fronts die cut and embossed with the layering die, and then adhered to the card base. Again, here's the matting rectangle to add a pop of color between the layer panel and the base card. And here's yet another one of the beautiful papers from the Rose A2 card fronts, die cut and embossed using the layering panel and then adhered to the base card. Here's the last paper from the Rose A2 card fronts. Our pre-printed card fronts are a quick way to easily create your cards. Next, we have the Floral gift tag card fronts. It coordinates with our gift tag and envelope die set. The Floral gift tag card fronts contain 48 designer papers, 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, 12 sheets of each design. Again, the Floral gift tag card fronts coordinate with our gift tag and envelope die set. You can use the layering panels from this die set to easily die cut the Floral gift tag card fronts. You'll simply center the square die over the pre-printed images, then use removable tape to die cut and emboss following the directions for your die cutting machine. That will leave you with the die cut and emboss pieces that you can use to embellish the gift tag and envelope. And here are the other die cut and embossed pre-printed papers from the Floral gift tag card fronts. And here you can see the gift tag die cut from the gift tag and envelope die set. That will die cut and score for you. You can adhere one of the layer panels to this card and then embellish as desired. You could also take that die cut and embossed panel and adhere it to the scallop squares die set and then adhere to the card base. To create the envelope, you'll simply die cut and emboss all the pieces from the gift tag and envelope die set. You'll be die cutting from cardstock and die cutting and embossing the layers from pattern paper. You'll add score tape to the bottom panel, then removing the backing from the score tape and simply fold that flap up. You have the envelope created using the gift tag and envelope die set. Then you can embellish using the Floral gift tag card fronts. Now let's take a closer look at some of the projects that I created using the January 2024 release along with additional Divinity Designs products. Now I'd like to share with you some samples created by the design team. If you have any questions about the project shown in this video, you can use the leave a message button on our website to send us an email. For more inspiration using these and additional Divinity Designs products, visit the product pages on our website, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Instagram.